All right. We apologize for the inconvenience. I hope you guys now you can hear me, and I hope soon people will come back. So we were talking about the war in Yemen, and Trump he said he gave a final warning for Al Houthi, uh, and we heard in the news that USA bombed this Houthi some centers for them, and they killed about 30 of them. In the appearance, it sounds like Trump is doing something good. But in reality, Trump is just making those enemies stronger. Because what people need to understand that all terrorist groups, which is Islamic terrorist groups, and any group actually have a motive. Sometimes it's politics motive. Sometimes it's religious. Sometimes it's a cartel, like organization, money. The motive is money. Those they have it all. They have the motive of religion. They have the motive of money because war is business. War is money, a lot of money. They will make a lot of money from this war. We can explain to you later. So they have the motive, which is their hatred to the Christians, to the Jews, to non-Muslims. They have the motive, even they hate the Muslim. Those are Shia, they hate the Sunni. So the motive is exist. The reason to make this motive activated is very much exist, and they will use any excuse to make this motive grow fast. So what Trump he do, and all Western leaders, they say we are going to fight those terrorist groups, but they never finish the job. As an example, the American they fight the terrorist Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan, but they never touch Al-Qaeda protected by Turkey in Syria. As simple as that. Look like Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan is our enemy, but Osama bin Laden in Syria is our friend. So they claim they finished Al-Qaeda, but Al-Qaeda in fact it became more powerful, and now they have a government and they control a country. It's called Syria. Why? Because the American they let them live. The same with ISIS. They claim they have victory over ISIS, but they never finish ISIS. In fact, they give them schools and housing and health insurance. They put them in a camp. So now there's more than 70,000 ISIS members and their children who become now taller than me. They want to seek revenge from us. So not only we did not finish the job, we did not kill them, but we make their children's grow, and we fed them from our money, from our tax. We give them books. Even we teach them Islam. You believe it or not, they teach Islam in those camps from our money. And now the children of ISIS, who they've been arrested, their father or killed, let us say 10 years ago, the kid who was 10 years at that time, his father killed by the American, he's now 20 years old. What do you think he will do? What do you think? You grow in a house where they are ISIS, This is Islam the way it is. So he is 20 years old now. What he will be? He will seek revenge and seek fighting the kuffar. So the American, they never finish a job. And not only they don't finish the job, they make the cancer spread. So they attack the cancer in one spot. And then this cancer, in order to survive, he leaves that spot. And it's spreading all over the body. And now the American, they announced that the cancer is clear here. But reality, they did just make it spread wider and bigger. And this is always what the Western they do when they deal with Islamic terrorism. In one country they support them, like what they did in Syria. More than $20 billion sent to the terrorists in Syria. This is what the numbers found by the Trump, his admins. They were sending $50 million to Taliban every week. until Trump became president. Imagine, $50 million. They send even $50 million to Hamas to buy condoms. So the Americans are a bunch of losers. When we speak about the government, are the most stupid dummy government you can imagine. They have a mental illness, and I never heard, I never saw, I never studied that there is government in the world, they sponsor their enemy, except the American. They keep talking about China as a threat, and then they send a lot of money to China so the Chinese, they can study viruses so they can kill humanity, which means they are arming China with virus bombs. We pay for it. Look like the Chinese cannot afford to have a laboratory, so the American government, they pay them. They pay their doctors, they pay the laboratory, they pay for everything. Jordan right now, as we speak, they have a problem. Their electricity is not working fine, their water not working fine. There's more than 12,000 people lost their jobs. Why? Because the American, they were paying salary of 12,000 at least Jordanian in Jordan.